Tenshoku Alpha Set. At first I thought I couldn't show these, but I can very much show these. Maybe I shouldn't have shown that side, I don't know. But, hey, I'm saying Alpha, this is actually the beta set. Yeah, beta demo set of the game. Right, let's read it. Alright, Tenshoku is a card game developed as a love letter to TCG players all over the world. It's my greatest hope that you will enjoy the game and create many new wonderful memories with your friends. Tenshoku is, in Japanese, means divine calling. I believe that to keep the spirit and goodness alive in the world, everyone must continue to search for their own Tenshoku. How to use. Please follow similar rules to that of Force of Will TCG game. You may also include Force of Will TCG cards in your Tenshoku deck to have even more fun. Min/max number of cards, 40 and 60. Maximum copies per card, 3. For more info, https://tsk-tcg.wordpress.com. Yeah. All right. Again, Tenshoku, Jeff Finnegan, former Force of Will Global Liaison, and current Alternate Souls with EG. But I think EG kind of went back to regular Force of Will. I don't know what's the latest on that. But yeah. Tenshoku beta set. Let's check out the first factions. Which is LightLord. Alright, for the ruler, we have Jury, the Fallen LightLord, with uno minuto. Alright. Alright. Whenever so energize for the yellow. Now that's the beta, so the alpha, it seemed like most of the rulers energized for 3 colors, but it looks like the beta set, the first one's coming out just light. Whenever a Resonator or legend you control's battles, put a legend counter on this card, remove 2 legend counters from this card, target player puts the top 2 cards of their deck into the graveyard. Remove 4 legend counters from this card, recover target Resonator you control, it gains barrier until end of turn. Alright, so whenever something battles, put a legend counter on it. Target player mills with 2 of them. Remove 4, recover target Resonator you control, it gains barrier until end of turn. Alright, crazy ruler. Looks to be all yellow. Alright, Aya, the Majestic LightLord, which is the legend, which is the... Usually you'll have a J ruler, a judgmented ruler in Force of Will, but in Tenshoku you'll have legends. So one of the legends for this LightLord faction is Aya, the Majestic LightLord. 3-drop. I mean any cost, any color cost. Legend 800. Legend Sacred Warrior with precision, which is you can attack guys that aren't even tapped. Okay, remove a LightLord card in your graveyard from the game. Produce any of those 3. This resource can only be used to play LightLord cards. And discard a card, remove a legend counter from your ruler. Search for a LightLord card and put it into your hand or graveyard. And activate this effect only once per turn and on your turn. At the end of your turn, at your end of turn, gain 500 life for each Resonator you control. Nice. Right? That's the legend. And for the Resonators. Alright, Gathering of Allies, LightLord 0-drop, spell normal, shatter, put this card into your hand, search for a LightLord card and add it to your hand. You may play Gathering of Allies once per turn. Yeah, that's actually a spell, not a res. Right? Then we got, and here goes the first Resonator. Live LightLord Devotee, costs 1 yellow, LightLord, a 3/4 in Resonator Mage. When this card leaves play, draw a card. If this card is in your graveyard, at the end of your turn, you gain 200 life. Of course, light, you know, gain life deck. Alright, Divine Dimensional Assault, cost 3, 2 yellow. Spell Stratagem, trigger, at the end of turn, if a Resonator was removed from the game this turn, put up to 2 LightLord Resonators from your removed area into play. You may play this card as a spell normal card from your hand by removing a LightLord card you control from the game. You may pay 2 white less to play this card if you have less life than your opponent. Okay, could be a 1-drop. We got Saya Fu, LightLord trainee, Say Fu. It's got to be what it is. Jeff said that some of these names are like people that helped design it, and some of them are just funny names, so I'm figuring that's safe. All right, but anyway, 4/4 Resonator student, Shatter. Put this card into your hand. Shatter is, I believe, when it gets milled. I forget what Shatter is, but put this into your hand and spin the 1 white. This card gains Divine Blade and Drain until end of turn. This card gets +1/+1 for each Resonator in a removed area. Okay, Enlightened Acolyte Saya, 1 white, 5/4 Resonator Angel, Divine Blade, which has to be lifelink. Gotta be Drain. Maybe that's the lifelink. I don't know. Divine Blade. I forget. Precision and Shatter. Search for LightLord non-Resonator and add it to your hand. Okay, Gathering of Allies. 3-drop LightLord. 4/8 Resonator Soldier. Shatter. Put this card into play rested. This card can block without resting. And if this card will be destroyed, remove all damage from it. And this card loses all abilities until end of turn instead. Alright, Heathen LightLord Brawler, 2 yellow. LightLord, 7/5, a Resonator Warrior, Barrier, Divine Blade, and Swiftness. Whenever a card is removed from the game from anywhere, you may draw a card. And this effect only triggers once per turn. Alright, LightLord Battlefield. Yellow in an addition zone. Alright, if a card an opponent controls will be put into a graveyard from anywhere, remove that card from the game instead. And reses you control get +1/+1 for each Resonator in your opponent's removed area. Okay. When this card is removed from the game from anywhere, put target Resonator from your graveyard into play. Right, a lot of shenanigans. Then we got Divine Dimension Summoning, LightLord, spell normal. As an additional cost to play this card, discard a card from your hand. Remove a LightLord res you control from the game. If you did, search for a LightLord res with a different name and put it into play. Lose 400 life times the difference in total cost of the Resonator put into play and the removed Resonator. Right? Get a reduction. Right? Then we got Umar LightLord Combat Instructor, 3-drop, 2 yellow, 7/7 Res Instructor with dash, and a LightLord reses you control gain precision, and LightLord reses you control get +1/+1. All right, so just an always on effect, pretty cool. Then we have LightLord Ground Forces, 1-drop yellow, 3/3 Res Warrior, Swiftness, and Shatter. Put this card into play. And for 1 yellow, you can banish this card, destroy target non-LightLord Resonator or addition. Yeah, can't hate that. Right, then we have Ava, LightLord Guardian Angel, 5-drop, 3 yellow, 7/9 Res Angel Spirit, Manifest. 1 yellow, forget what the Manifest is also. Alright, but enter. If this card wasn't played from your hand, target non-resource entity loses all abilities until end of turn, then destroy that entity. Okay, you cheat it in, then you can just blank a guy, then destroy it. Alright, Inheritance for 0. Discard a LightLord card. Put target LightLord card from your graveyard into play. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, just get the most expensive guy back out. And it's got some kind of signature, Eternal Love. February 10th, 2019. Whatever that's about. I need to figure out what that's about. I don't know. Right? Then we have Himawari, a LightLord Combat Master, 2 yellow, and attack 5, 7 defense. Res Soldier, Divine Blade. Discard this card. Target Resonator you control gains Eternal until end of turn. Whenever a Res you control does damage to an opponent while this card is in your graveyard, put this card from your graveyard into play. Okay. Pilot of the Dimensional Gear Saya, LightLord. 3 drop, 1 yellow, 7/6. Res Machine Warrior. Dash, Divine Blade, and Flying. Enter, search for a LightLord 9 res and add it to your hand. Golem Resonators you control gain Mobilize 0 and Swiftness. So normally golems are like, they're like defenders or whatnot, walls. But this gives them Mobilize so they can actually move instead of just defend. Right. Then for the last one, Dimension Gear, the Final Weapon. Big 5 drop, 3 yellow, LightLord, 1200, 1100, Res Machine / Golem. Enter, remove from the game all 9 LightLord Resonators with less attack than this card. Oh yeah. And then all spells that would have a total cost less than 3 now cost 3. This card can't attack or block unless you control Pilot of the Dimensional Gear Saya. If this card would be destroyed, you may banish another LightLord res instead. Damage remains. Nice. Alright, and that's been the LightLords faction of Tenshoku. Upcoming next is the Tau faction. We saw some Tau and LightLords in the last opening from the alpha set. But yeah. Alright, till next time. For your games, like, comment, subscribe, and it's Nichols.